Hi, friends. Welcome to Daily Slow English. Today's story is about Daniel, a stay at home dad. Let's learn some useful English phrases while we see what his everyday life looks like. Are you ready? Let's get started.
Hi, friends. My name is Daniel. I am a full-time dad. My wife Jessica works in an office. We have two children, Emily, my 6-year-old daughter, who has just started grade 1, and Ryan, my little son, only 2 years old, who stays home with me every day. The alarm rings at 7 o'clock sharp. I stretch, rub my eyes, and try to remember what day it is. Then it comes to me. Friday. The weekend is almost here. My whole mood changes. Suddenly, the day doesn't seem so hard after all. Jessica's already dressed for work. She's always the early bird in our house. The kids are still asleep. With heavy steps, I walk to the bathroom, splash cold water on my face, and whisper to myself, "All right, time to start another busy day." Downstairs, golden sunlight fills the kitchen. I take out eggs, bread, and milk. The smell of scrambled eggs fills the air as the toaster pops up golden slices of bread. Soon I hear footsteps on the stairs. My wife comes down with the children. Emily yawns and rubs her eyes. Her mom ties her hair into a cute ponytail. Ryan clings to his mom's leg, still half asleep.
Good morning, Daddy.
Emily says with a little smile. "Good morning, sweetheart. Breakfast is ready," I reply, putting a plate of eggs on the table. Ryan points to the orange juice, his eyes still droopy.
Juice, please.
I pour him a small cup and hand it over. "Here you go, buddy." My wife thanks me quietly.
You always take care of breakfast. That helps so much.
Haha, well, I have to earn the title of full-time dad somehow. We sit together, eating quickly but warmly. Emily chats about a drawing she made yesterday while Ryan bangs his spoon happily on the table. At 8 o'clock, the familiar sound of the school bus horn echoes outside. Emily grabs her backpack. I walk her out the door. "Good morning, Mr. H." I greet the bus driver.
Morning! We'll take good care of her.
"Thank you." Emily waves from the window.
Bye, Daddy.
"Bye, sweetheart. Have fun at school." I wave until the bus turns the corner. Back at the door, my wife picks up her car keys. She bends down and kisses Ryan on the cheek.
Bye, little man. Be good for Daddy.
I hold Ryan in my arms and kiss her goodbye too. "Drive safe, honey. See you tonight." She smiles and waves before heading off to work. Now the house feels different, quiet except for me and Ryan. Our two-person world begins. We start with playtime. Ryan pours blocks from a box, the clattering sound filling the living room. He carefully stacks them into a tower, but when it wobbles and falls, he bursts into laughter. Oops! Haha. I laugh with him.
Again.
He shouts with joy. Later, I sit with him on the couch reading a picture book.
Dog.
Ryan points at the page. Yes, that's a dog. Woof, woof. I bark playfully, making him giggle so hard he almost falls over. Sometimes, I put him in the stroller and head out for groceries. The air is fresh after last night's rain. We pass neighbors on the sidewalk.
Morning, Daniel. Taking your little one shopping again?
Yes, he's my little helper. Ryan waves his tiny hand proudly and the neighbor chuckles. At the supermarket, Ryan holds onto a small toy car while I push the cart. I pick vegetables, milk, and bread while he babbles happily. At the checkout, the cashier waves to him.
Hi, little guy.
Ryan hides his face shyly but peeks out with a smile.
Now, let's learn what it means to be a stay-at-home dad and some phrasal verbs we use in the morning. A stay-at-home dad. A stay-at-home dad is a father who takes care of the children and manages the household while his partner works outside the home. Wash up. My wife has already washed up. Help out. My wife helps out with the kids. See off. I see Emily off to the school bus. Head out. My wife heads out for work. Go out for... We go out for groceries. Run into... I ran into a neighbor on the street.
Back home, I warm up some pasta with vegetables. Today I'm feeling brave, so I add a little broccoli. Ryan sits in his high chair, swinging his legs, ready for his meal. I put a small green piece on his plate. Ryan, this is broccoli. You want to try it? For a second, I hold my breath. This could go either way. Ryan picks it up, studies it carefully, and takes a bite. He chews slowly. My heart stops. Then suddenly, his face lights up.
Yummy.
Wait, you like it? He nods, takes another bite, and another. I couldn't believe it. Ryan just tried broccoli for the first time and loved it. After lunch, Ryan grows sleepy. I carry him to his crib, tuck him in, and gently pat his back. Soon his breathing slows. The house becomes quiet, peaceful. This is my chance. I move quickly, picking up toys scattered like landmines across the floor. I load the dishwasher, sweep the living room, and fold laundry. It feels like cleaning up a battlefield, but I know tomorrow it will look the same again. By 3 o'clock, Emily is back home. She bursts through the door with her backpack swinging.
Daddy, I'm home.
Welcome back. How was school today?
It was fun. I painted a cat in art class.
Wow, you'll have to show me later. We sit down together with cookies and milk. Ryan wakes up and joins us, demanding his share. The three of us laugh as crumbs scatter everywhere. Later, I take the kids to the community center. Emily goes into her art class, proudly showing me her new set of crayons. I take Ryan outside to the playground. He runs to the slide, shouting with joy.
Yoo-hoo-hoo!
A neighbor father waves at me.
Beautiful day, isn't it?
Yes, perfect for the kids. We stand there, chatting about family and work, while Ryan happily climbs up and down.
Let's talk about some phrasal verbs for the afternoon. Finish off. Ryan finished off everything on his plate. Put down. I put Ryan down for his nap. Tidy up. I tidy up the toys from the floor. Clean up. I clean up the house. Burst through. Emily bursts through the door. Hang out. We hang out at the community center.
At 5 o'clock, Emily's class finishes. We walk home together, and soon my wife's car pulls into the driveway. Ryan runs to her arms, squealing with joy.
Mommy's back!
Emily cheers. My wife hugs them both, her face glowing with happiness. While she plays with the children, I head into the kitchen. Tonight's dinner is my famous stir-fried noodles with chicken and vegetables. The smell soon fills the house. At 6:30, we sit at the table.
Smells so good.
Daddy's the best cook! Yummy!
Thank you, thank you. My fans are too kind. After dinner, the kids play in the living room. Emily patiently helps Ryan stack blocks again.
Come here, Ryan. Let's build together. Okay.
I whisper to my wife while washing dishes. Look at them. So sweet.
We're lucky parents.
Later, my wife takes Ryan to play, while I sit with Emily at the dining table to help with her homework.
Daddy, you're good at math, right?
Of course, I'm a math person. She shows me a problem.
Then what's this one?
This one's tough. Go ask Mommy.
Daddy, you always say that.
At 9 o'clock, it's bedtime. My wife takes both kids upstairs, tucks them in, and reads them a bedtime story. I stand at the doorway watching their sleepy eyes slowly close. Finally, peace returns to the house. I make myself a cup of tea, sit on the sofa, and scroll through my phone. I watch a few videos, read a few pages of a book, and enjoy the quiet. Around 10 o'clock, my wife comes downstairs. She sits next to me and we chat about the day.
How was your day?
Tiring but good. The kids were happy,
You're doing a great job.
she says warmly.
You know, I think Ryan actually likes broccoli now.
I know. I almost threw a party when he said yummy.
You looked like you won the lottery.
That's because I did. The parenting lottery. We laugh and gossip a little about neighbors and family. Nothing serious, just small talk that feels comfortable. At 10:30, after washing up, I head to the bedroom and gently hug my wife goodnight. Good night, honey.
Good night. Sweet dreams.
At 11 o'clock, I finally lie down and close my eyes. The day has been long, filled with noise, chores, laughter, and love. As I drift into sleep, a thought lingers in my heart. Being a full-time dad is not easy. It is exhausting and sometimes overwhelming. But every smile, every laugh, every hug from my children makes it worth everything. And in those small, everyday moments, I find the greatest happiness.
Now let's learn some evening phrasal verbs. Cook up. I cook up some noodles for dinner. Help with. I help Emily with her homework. Tuck in. Mom tucks Emily in bed. Wind down. I wind down with a cup of tea. Scroll through. I scroll through my phone to relax. Chat about. We chat about our day. Drift into. I drift into sleep. That's today's story. I hope you learned some useful English and maybe a little bit more about everyday life in Canada. Don't forget to subscribe and join us again for more fun and easy English learning. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye for now.